Jim and Nancy Lapp are just the second husband and wife recipients of the Alumni Association's prestigious Blue Tea Award, joining Dr. Lance and Dee Talmadge. This award dates back to 1955 and recognizes outstanding support of the university and its official alumni organization. As Roxy will tell you, the 2014 recipients of this honor bleed blue and gold. In fact, when one visits their house for the holidays, they're greeted by a blue and gold Christmas tree and a UT welcome mat, although some might suggest a brown and orange one for wiping feet. Jim was born in Toledo. He went to McKinley School. The former Nancy Novak was also born in Toledo. She also went to McKinley. By the time he was 2, Jim was wondering on which side the UT tassel should be displayed. Meanwhile, Nancy was active with the Children's Theater Workshop, starring in Cinderella and later as Winnie the Pooh. Jim's UT ties are tied to his parents, Lloyd and Betty. His dad had 2 degrees from UT, taught history, and served as an administrator for 38 years. Jim's younger brother, Alan, is a UT alumnus, and their mom earned an education degree on Bancroft Street. When Steve and Teresa's daughter graduated from DeVilbiss in 1970, Jim still wasn't in the picture. Although he graduated from DeVilbiss also, he was 1 year older. Despite going to the same schools, it took UT to bring them together. Actually, it took a college hangout called the Brass Bell. It was March 1972 when Nancy went to the watering hole to provide moral support for a fellow AO Pi who wanted to meet a Pi-Phi. Nancy's steaks weren't the only thing sizzling that night. On that memorable evening, Jim went with lifelong friend and now retired university pharmacy professor Kurt Black. Students were hanging around the bar. Our awardees were back to back. Soon Nancy started to drink Jim's beer. Eventually, he wondered why the glass was emptying. When it was time to go, Jim bent down to tie a lace on his desert boots. The girl who appeared in a Blade photo as part of UT's Say Hi campaign to encourage friendly communication among students, staff, and faculty, well, she offered to do it, and then tied them into knots. Knowing a trophy winner when he saw one, the conversation continued to Nancy's car, where Jim started to light up a cigarette. That's not him, by the way, in this picture. Jim quickly discovered that he had struck the wrong note. Nancy playfully hit him in the head with her fringe purse and kicked him to the curb, saying, "No one smokes in my car." Cut accidentally by the handbag and bleeding, the young man who would win the College of Business Student Pacemaker Award 2 years later for his academic success and community service work then hopped onto the hood of the vehicle. The soon-to-be president of Kappa Delta Pi National Education Honor Society put the car in drive and then slammed on the brakes, knocking Jim to the ground where he feigned injury. Knowing only her first name and that she went to DeVilbiss, Jim later tracked her down through an old high school yearbook. They've been washing dishes together ever since, and Jim no longer smokes. Jim completed his bachelor's cum laude in 1973 when he put on his finest bow tie and belt for Nancy's cum laude graduation in 1974. They married 1 year later. Both went on to complete graduate work, Nancy in 1977, Jim in 74. Not surprisingly, both went to work for the university. Jim spent more than 30 years in administrative positions in continuing education and interdisciplinary programs, while Nancy carried the UT banner in international student programs and later is the coordinator of undergraduate advising for the College of Business in a career that spanned 30 years as well. While their work time was devoted to UT, so too has been their free time. A charter member of Women in Philanthropy, an organization devoted to providing lasting assistance to the university, Nancy is an advisory board member and became the group's first lifetime member. Jim served for 2 years as president of the UT Retirees Association. During his tenure, UTRA was recognized as the Alumni Association's Affiliate of the Year. The couple have a pillar in the Kester Alumni Pavilion dedicated to their parents. That's Nancy's brother Gene with them. He has 2 UT degrees in engineering. Nama Shafir's buddy and her hubby were honored for their support of athletics earlier this year by being named 12th man for a football game. The honor is bestowed by the department upon those who give greatly of their time, talent, and treasure. Jim and Nancy are truly big fishes when it comes to talking the talk and walking the walk, contributing to a variety of projects at their alma mater and endowing a scholarship that bears their name in the College of Business and Innovation. Last year, they were recognized by the university at the community-wide National Philanthropy Day as UT's choice for the Outstanding Community Volunteer Award. In 2014, another honor. Jim and Nancy Lapp are the Alumni Association's Blue Tea Award recipients.